Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp, Golgari Eldrazi Ramp on the draw for game 1. Setting up here for Devour on 3, it looks like. Let's see. Could be Goryo's. We'll find out momentarily. Blue to Delta fetch, 18. Being on the draw in this matchup can be rough, though. Because if they go Frog here and Prima Goryo's, then we're kind of in trouble. Falaji's fine. Sees Goryo's, picks up Goryo's. So Goryo's in 4 unknowns. Let's start with Rumble. See Sanctum, Ghost Quarter, Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have to go for Devour here. Let's play Temple, and at this point we'll pass and hold. Three types in Yard. So they have Goryos, we know that. They just need to find a target to put in Yard. There's Sewers to attempt just that. Falaji to Yard. Anything else is follow-up. Casting Prismatic, hitting the Talisman. That is unfortunate, but okay, given that we have 2 Devours in hand. There's Sprawl. I suppose we will go for the Devours to get a clock going. While it's not great to be targeting Falaji, I suppose they now can't E-Fem it. Plays Riddler, draws a card. You have an E-Fem, you do. Draws a card. Warp Trigger, draw. A third Devour. Let's go to combat, see if they want to block. They do not. I'll play Temple. Devour target Riddler. And pass. Lethal's now on board. And we do have another Devour as follow-up. Alright, what say you, opponent? Thoughtseize targets self. Finds Grizzlebrand. They can't dig with Grizzlebrand until after combat. They have not played a land for turn. So they'll go up to 14. Out of lethal range. Grizzlebrand draws 7, up to 10 in hand. We know nothing in hand at this point. What say you, opponent? Did you find land, E-Fem, land consign for the Grizzlebrand? Also, Lethal's on board now. Hold on. They need to find a way to either get rid of a body, i.e. Solitude. Yeah. No. I mean, it's a risk. If they found land E-Fem, then they potentially have a blocker, not knowing that we have the third Devour in hand. But that was definitely risky on their part. So you want Jailer, Cage, Endurance, Bauble, Thoughtseize, Bog, Cavernous Souls, drop Ice Till, Ghost Quarter, 2 Ugin, and push. Like, push can hit Frog, but that's about it, I think. And let's run it back like this. We are definitely trying a lot of new cards here. Did I bring in Thoughtseize? Yes, I did. Good. Lacks acceleration, but if we draw into a 7 value spell here, we're in a good spot. We're down to 9. We trimmed to Ugin. 9 hits. I mean, we have 2 draws to accomplish, though definitely best if we find it on 1. Opponent mulligans down to 6. We have the K command, I'll keep. A little bit risky, but it's 9 hits, 2 draws. We see Temple makes 13 hits. Sprawl to 17 hits. So 17 hits or 17 hits on the first draw. 17 hits on the first draw, and then after that we see Surveil. Okay, but it also goes down to 4, or 5 rather. There's Breaker, so that is perfect timing. We'll pass, and pass. We could just drop this Grizzlebrand by going Mycospawn Bog. Targets me, sees K command, Mycospawn Speaker, takes K command. I'd be surprised if they did anything else. So Forest Mycospawn would make sense into Bog. We'll draw Wooded Foothill. So let's go Forest, cast Myco, yield all, you have Consign. You have the Consign, okay. Body hits board, we'll pass, and pass. Paying cost, Goryos. That is unfortunate. Take 7 down to 13, up to 23. So now they're looking for land, Ephem, or Consign. In which case, now we need to find removal for Grizzlebrand. Draws another 7 of the 16 in hand. There's no way that you're missing land, Consign, Ephem, right? There's Marsh Flats, fetch 8. Do you have Ephem? There's Ephem, sure. Grizzlebrand enters. Goryo's trigger. How would I like to proceed? Goes to discard, pitching 7. That's a little bit scary as well, because they could present lethal here. Don't like that. Because we see 0 Atroxas. I was truly expecting to see an Atroxa in yard, though I guess I know about the second Myco. So, in that case, I think since we see the Devour here, we just go Myco, yield all, grab Temple, play Wooded Foothill, pass. So now we have Devour primed, Ephem, rebound. 8 cards in hand. They can draw another 7, though. There's Swamp. Grizzlebrand will attack down to 6. Up to 15. Casting Prismatic. So now we are short 1 on the Devour. Fetch. 5. Underground Mortuary. Surveil. Trigger. Woodland Top. Paying cost, Surgical K command resolves. They see the Devour in hand. They can dig 7 for Consign Ephem is the current concern. We'll draw. They shuffled, actually. Shoot, that's right. They shuffled my deck off of the Surgical. Well, that's so unfortunate. Let's go to combat. First swing for 6. Down to 7. They can no longer dig. Rumble. Force pitching Frog. That's lethal on board. We'll concede. Not much we could do there. That Surgical was actually pretty good to get us to shuffle away the land. I will run it back as is. Trying to think I could have done anything differently there, but I'm not sure I could have, given that they had Thoughtseize, Consign, like they had everything they needed. On the play for game 3, I will keep. We don't need double green, but we definitely need black. Well, I guess we have Endurance, but we have the second Force, so I think we go Force Sprawl black, Devour Trigger, Devour Seas, Rumble, Sire. We'll take the Rumble. Forest, black, pass, and pass. Marsh Flats fetch 19. Gala Shrine shock 17. Thoughtseize takes Mycospawn. I will cast Rumble. Rumble sees Cage. We'll take Cage. I'll play Temple, cast Cage, and pass. And pass. Flooded Strand. Pass. Draw Bog. Mortuary. Surveil. K-Command top. Pass. Hold that we could have K-Command. Fetch 14. They know about Devour, so I'm doubtful they'll play into it. Keeps it on top, we'll pass. Opponent's passing. We'll draw. Play a forest and pass, holding K-Command. No attacks. End step, opponent fetches, down to 13. Surveil. Keeps it on top. We'll hold as we do have K-Command. There's an island. There's Philagi. Philagi will resolve. Philagi finds nothing. Passing. There is some thought to trying to go K-Command here. Get the consign that we expect for them to have in hand out. And get a body on board to apply pressure. Yeah, let's go K-Command, ramp. Actually, pause. End step. K-Command, ramp and scry draw. Alright. And K-Command X4. Show me the consign. There's consign. We got that out of hand. We'll draw. Emrakul. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So my thought here is to go Devour to get any potential consigns out of hand. Paying cost Ephem Philagi. Philagi will re-enter. Sees force consign Mending. Takes consign. Let's put Jugabog target you regardless and pass. Get Mending out of there. There's Ephem. Ephem target Philagi. Sees Faithful Mending. Picks up Faithful Mending. Maybe I should have held the bog. Blue. Mending. Gain 2, draw 2, discard 2. 7 in hand, down to 5. Grizzlebrand Atroxa to Yar. Breeding Pool tapped and draw. Let's go to combat. Swing for 6. I will start with Rumble. See if they have a force. They do not, but we do have Endurance. Ooh. Well, this kind of becomes a bit interesting now. We know they have Consign, but we have an Endurance that can shuffle away their yard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We also could go Camersal and resolve an Emrakul. We resolve the body even if we don't resolve the trigger, but we can get the trigger out of hand off the Endurance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I'm going to grab the Endurance here. And we'll hold. Alright, plays Marsh Flats. We know Consigned and 3 others. No attacks from opponent. Go to end step. Cast Endurance. Get that Consign out of hand. Endurance enters target you. Shuffles away your yard. Opts not to do anything. Interesting. There's K command. We'll go to combat. Swing for 9, forcing you to block. So we know they still have the Consign in hand, so we'll just hold the K command then. Marsh Flats fetch. Down to 8. Surveil. Consign to yard. Pain cost. Otherworldly Gaze. Surveil. Why do this now? Frog to yard. 2 on top. Block with Philagi. Philagi down. Opponent down to 5. We hold K command since we know they have Consign and 2 unknowns. Land for turn. Fetch. This could just be a hard cast Atroxa. It is indeed. Hard cast Atroxa. One, two, three, four, five, six. One short of just exiling it. That's fine, though. They played a land for turn, right? Yes, they did. So we should be in the clear for K command. If we can find something to exile Troxa, we win. Swamp, ending, Grizzlebrand, mending. Swamp, ending, Grizzlebrand, and mending. Oh, they have a mending, okay. Go to end step, K command, ramp scry draw. We know they can't interact, so we're gonna go to full 6. K command, bottom, bottom. They could have a force, which I don't like. Bottom. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 6, so 19. 19 minus 9 would be 10, so not enough to go attempt K command, then Emrakul. I think we instead, that is 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rumble bottom, K command bottom, Mycospawn top and draw. We'll draw. Speaker. Speaker gets there, because what we can do here is go Speaker to Devour Exile Troxa and win. So we'll go Speaker, pitch Mycospawn, pick up Devour, cast Devour, Devour Troxa, yield all. Opponent scoops it up, we'll take the win. Solid win. Alright, we'll be back for match number 2. Alright, and we're back for match number 2 on the draw for game 1. Looks like against Tron. We'll draw. Second lab, not what I was looking for here. Play Ugin, cast Talisman, and pass, I wonder, I think it might be better for me to potentially Rumble start here. There's map. Map is fine. We'll draw. Temple. Let us Rumble start. Looking for Ghost Quarter. We whiff on the Ghost Quarter, find the Talisman. I suppose from this position, we can grab the Talisman and pray they don't have a Karn. Go Talisman, play the Forest, play the Talisman, and pass. Yeah, hopefully they don't have Natural Tron into Karn. That would be quite the unfortunate outcome. What say you? There's Tower, so there's Natural Tron into Fleshraker. Fleshraker into TKS would also be bad, admittedly. Because it would take the Ice still, which we were hoping to rely on. Even Karn into... I guess they wouldn't be able to go Liquid Metal, which is fine. Second main end step, interesting. We draw. Draw nothing but bricks is what we're doing. We will cast Ice Till. So from this position, let's grab Wooded Foothill. Because we are trying to find Ghost Quarter here. Opponent has Dismember. Opponent's down to 16. Dismember Ice Till. Not much I can do about that. That will resolve. Ice Till will mill. There's Breaker, however. Breaker's useful, but they can grab another tower, have 10 mana next turn. Not thrilled about that. We'll pass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're just gonna hold the map, which makes sense. Second power plant, up to 9 mana, 3 in hand. Yes, Butter. Trinisphere is fine. Triggers Fleshraker. Yes, Fleshraker. Hi. Casting Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2 is fine. Trigger Fleshraker. Yes, Butter. Chalice on 2. Breaker seems pretty mid here, because we can get rid of mine. They then pick up mine off of map, right? Down to 14. Go to end step. Let's fetch Surveil. Fetch Surveil. Myco Spawn top is perfect. We'll draw. Temple. Kick Myco. Myco kick. Hit the mine. Tron is offline. We'll then grab Ghost Quarter. And at this point, I will hold. No, there is some thought to just going Ghost Quarter target tower right now, actually. I will go tower now. Yeah, maybe I should have went for it. Just in case of K command. Ghost Quarter hit tower, they'll get a basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Map crack. Grabs mine. Goes the draw. Plays mine. Alright. There's another Trinisphere. Trinisphere is fine. Yes, Butter. Trinisphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't have to bring back Breaker right now. We can wait. Butter. Butter. I know you don't like being in here right now. I understand. Yes, hello. We have another cat over, which unfortunately they do not get along well with Butter, so... Yes, you're making your displeasure known. You want to say hi to chat? No? You don't want to say anything now? You don't want to say anything now? Okay. So yes, you'll just hear them in the background. Yes, they'll hear you. And your woes. What was I doing? Debating whether or not I want to Breaker now. I mean, Breaker pickup, dump mine. Does seem decent, but they do have a K command potentially. So we'll draw. Yes, we'll draw. Push. Ooh, that's fun actually. So we are going to grab back Breaker. Sacrifice a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it doesn't work out the way I wanted to, but it is still fun. So grab back Breaker. We'll go Overgrown Tomb Shock and Breaker Break. Break the Mine. We'll then go to combat. Swing for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pass. Plays a land, another mine. Bounce down to 13. We'll draw. Sprawl. Not what I wanted to see right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lab. No imprint. We'll cast Sprawl. Alright, need another 2 mana. For green. Go to combat, swing of Breaker, hold push. Down to 8. We'll pick up Ugin on end step. Temple. Ooh, this might be Sire 7 death, which is a bit concerning. Devour's fine. It is Sire. Alright, we'll yield all. Triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go to end step. Hi, yes, hello. Retrieve Ugin. Hi, okay. No, not while streaming. No, not while we're streaming. Okay, sir. The boy has cabin fever and he's only been in here for a short while. We do find Rumble, which I do like here. So, how do we want to proceed? I'm thinking we go Rumble. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's start with Rumble. Right, Chalice. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Could have held up push instead. That was a mistake on my part. Fresh hell. Butter, I love you to death, bud, but you are being very distracting. You stay, please. That's so unfortunate, because we should have been able to play Ugin, hold up push, and then push the Flesh Rake. Ugh, okay. Well, here we are. That's on me. I should have paid better attention, regardless of the distractions around me. So we'll have to double block Sire. They'll drop the Breaker, most likely. Actually, no, they'll probably dispatch the Myco spawn. Wait, why did you not attack? I'm confusion. We'll draw. Myco. Okay. I will cancel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we then can go Ugin. Ugin, no targets, healed all. Ugin 0. Go Myco kick. Ugin trigger, no targets. Myco spawn target. I think I'm gonna go I don't think it matters which one we go actually. Whether it's Temple or Mine. We'll go Temple in this context, I think. And then we do have Shifting Woodland, but not enough types in Yard. But we can put an instant in Yard. Butter. Hi, bud. I'm gonna pass. Hi. Yes, hello. Not right now, buddy. You're very cute. I promise. Okay. Yeah, he is definitely feeling very rambunctious right now. All he wants is to go out, but currently not an option. The K command kills me. Dead to rights is the main concern that I'm feeling right now. Not playing this Ugin a turn sooner is rather disappointing, though. I do wonder if maybe I should have plus Ugin to present a 2-turn clock. At the same time, now having access to Shifting's good, as we can start to whittle down their mana base. Sire needs to attack. Attacks me. We'll block. So... yes, we can block like this. Do you take the breaker or the Myco? Takes the Myco, makes sense to me. What is this? TKS? Karn, that's mildly concerning. Trying to think. They can't go Liquid Metal because of Chalice. Still only have 3 types in Yard, but we can feed them Push. They're gonna name Ugin. Or Shifting. Which one's gonna be, actually? They're gonna pass. Draw Speaker. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. Perfect. So we are going to start by zeroing Ugin. And then tapping for green. Casting Speaker. Speaker enters, pitching Push. Pick up Emrakul. Casting Emrakul. Ugin trigger, no targets. They picked up Flute, realizing they couldn't resolve it, funny enough. We'll pass. Our turn. Yes, our turn, Butter. Sacrifice the spawns now. You could even cast the Flute. And into Chalice, which will still trigger the Flesh Rake. No attacks. There's Flute. We'll draw into another Flesh Rake, Jesus. That's terrifying. So let's start here by going main. We can Karn plus on Trinisphere, feed it into something. We can also Karn onto Chalice. I'd like to, actually, yeah, Karn plus on Chalice. Chalice is out. Let's go to combat. Attack with Fleshraker and Sire. We'll go to blocks. We block. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. I'm going to block like this and feed them my breaker, actually. Yep. Up to 22. Breaker's down. We can now cast Flute. Flute name Karn the Great Creator. They should have cast it into their own Chalice for this exact reason. We'll pass. Breaker's primed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They find a land. There's the Flesh Rake. We'll draw. Devour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Let's start with Ugin Plus then. Draw Devour. I will start then with Breaker. Sacrifice Mortuary. I'm going to tap, untap, cast Breaker. Sanctum trigger, Breaker break. I'll break the Mine. Ugin trigger, no target, sealed all. Let's go to combat. Swing at Karn, swing at you. We'll pass. Lethal's on board. Opponent scoops it up, we'll take the win. Okay, despite our misplay, we were able to recover. Opponent did also misplay, admittedly, by not casting the flute. A, they took the flute. B, they didn't cast the flute. Thoughtseize in and Force in. Push can come out. And I think we run it back like this. Could there be some argument for Toxic Deluge as it can clear their board? Maybe. I could see the argument, if nothing else. But we'll run it back like this. The downside of push is it really doesn't hit anything unless we can sacrifice something, whether it be a fetch land, a spawn, what have you. Yeah, Force of Vigor definitely seems correct. Thoughtseize seems correct. Because an early seize is a huge boon into Tron. Trying to think what opponent brings in here. Probably like one flute at least. Maybe trims on... I don't know. Trims on something for maybe leveler, what have you. But definitely seems like we have a decent setup here. I do definitely wonder about the Deluge. I think I could be argued into it by trimming Ugin for Deluge. Just because, like, a Deluge 7 sweeping Sire and everything else is pretty huge if we were to able to get to that point. Although it would also be pretty painful, but better that than getting smacked in the face by Sire 7 death on turn 4, I suppose. But we'll see. That being said, we'll pause recording here and return once opponent has submitted their deck list. Alright, and we're back for game number 2. If we drew into, let's see, what can we draw into to make this good? Talisman, K command. 7 hits, 2 draws. Though really it's 7 hits on the first and 4 on the second. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. This is much better. I'll keep. So Lab, Imprint, Talisman. Oh, this is interesting. I think I pitched the K command, unironically, because I want to go Myco onto into Ice Till, I think. But I guess we could go... So pitch K command, done. We're going to start there. I think there could be an argument for going Ice Till start onto instead. Ramp of the Wooded Foothill, set up for the kick to Myco spawn into Ghost Quarter. That seems actually kind of reasonable. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll start with Ice Till into Myco spawn. Unless we see Tron being assembled, unless we go Myco spawn into Ghost Quarter. Alright, looks like a Tron start. There's Force of Vigor again. We could, keywords here, Force of Vigor map, pitching Ice Till, though I'm not sure I like that right now. We'll pass. Alright, so we are going to go Myco Spawn at the Ghost Quarter. Lab. Wooded Foot Elf Fetch. It actually doesn't matter if we go Forest or Tomb. And I'd like to have a black source for Seas. So we will go Tomb Shock. Cast Myco. Yield all. Pick up Ghost Quarter. And pass. Go to end step. Little crack map. Grabs lab. Interesting. I mean, I think we still have to Ghost Quarter here, hit mine, and then pass. And there's a waste. We'll pass. Lab. I imagine we imprint Devour. Destroy up to 2. There's Devour, 5 in hand. I mean, you could go Karn. Is this Fleshraker? It's Fleshraker, sure. And passing. Draw. K command. We're going to start with Ice Till. Pick up Ghost Quarter and mill. There's Dismember. Ice Till is down. Not much we can do about that. That is fine. Mill, second Ice Till. That's unfortunate. I will Ghost Quarter Lab. Devour down. There's a swamp. We'll go to combat, swing for 3, and pass. I suppose we could have been safe and played the lab before the Ghost Quarter, but I was hoping they just don't have a Dismember. And that way we can Ghost Quarter twice and strip them of lands. No such luck, though. There's another lab. Do you have another imprint? You do. Leveler. A Karn can get to Liquimetal here. And we're now devoid of green sources. Oof. They would need to block the Fleshraker, though, if they do that. Grabs Liquimetal. Actually, no, they don't. It replaces itself. Right. Fleshraker trigger. Liquimetal will probably target the lab. Attack with Fleshraker. Makes sense, because they're going to block the spawn. Down to 12. End step and draw. Liquimetal target tomb. Nope. Lab. There's Shifting Woodland. So we can force a Vigor on their upkeep. Though it could be better to go K command, potentially. Let's start with Myco Spawn, swing at Karn. Blocks of the spawn, makes sense. Let's keep our options open. Play Shifting Wood and pass. Hold up Force, hold up K command. Because it's possible they might minus Karn, but we'll see. Liquimetal coating target lab, sure. Do we phase change? We should. Let's see if they do. They do not. Lab down, breaker down, phase changing now. I'm going to K command ramp and scry draw. X equals 2. Sire Sanctum. I'm going to say no to Sanctum, yes the Sire draw. At this point, we'll pass in full. We can Lab Imprint Sire. We have 2 cards in hand. This way, if we draw into a Myco spawn, we could Myco Kick. Do they have anything else as follow-up is the question. Because otherwise they'll need to block with the Flesh Raker to protect the Karn. Land. They have 6 mana. Short of Tron. If they had K command, they definitely would cast it. TKS would probably take the Force of Vigor and would protect the Karn. But we would then be able to go Shifting Wood, target Ice Till, start Ghost Quarter looping. So there's that as well. Attacking, we'll take 2 down to 10. Second main. So you have to have something to protect Karn, right? There's no way you don't. Opponent's thinking second main. 2, 4, 5. I mean, if you could go K command and K command, then maybe. That's not a guaranteed kill. There's a forest. So we could go for Shifting, target Ice Till. Attack with Ice Till, Myco Spawn, hit Karn. Is a thought. That would then release the Talisman. It's not a bad idea. The concern, of course, being K command or another Dismember. Let's go Forest. Shifting, target Ice Till. Green, green. 1, 2. Do you have the K command? We'll pick up Ghost Quarter and Mill. Let's go to combat. And swing at Karn for 5. Karn is down. I want to hit this lab, but I'm concerned about Tron. Let's go to end step. Go to upkeep. I will go after the mine. And pass. Mine's down, fails defined. Draws. Casting. Another Karn, triggering Flesh Rake. Sure. I guess you can local metal target Shifting Wood. Yep. That's unfortunate. Attack with Flesh Rake down to 7. We'll draw. Myco. So we can go Lab, Imprint Sire. Let's go to combat, swing at Karn. We'll block with a spawn. Or not. Interesting. So do we Force a Vigor the Liquid Metal? Or do I play Myco here? I think I need to Force a Vigor. Do I? No, let's go Myco. Yield all. grab Temple, and pass, and pass. I need a blocker and a way to tack down Karn, forcing them to block these spawns. The second Karn was unfortunate. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. So Ballista doesn't kill me here, but it's pretty damn close. And it would mean that they don't go Liquid Metal Coating Plus, so we could then force on our upkeep in response to coating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too shy of Leveler from underneath Lab as well. Liquid Metal target Lab. Sure. Karn Plus. Okay. Sire out. 2 in hand. Casting. Mindstone trigger Flesh Raker down to 6. We are 1 short of the Vigor now. We'll draw. Draw Devour. Devour's a dead card. Yeah, based on everything, they do have the game. I'll concede here. I do wonder if maybe I should have just went Force of Vigor last turn. Let's run it back. That was awkward. We also could have had more mana a little bit sooner in the way of Lab had I sequenced a bit better around Dismember. I guess with 1 mana up, we should probably play around it in this matchup. The thing is, like, if they did, it was just such a blowout. So it's so hard to justify not, but hard to say. That being said, we'll pause real quick and be back once opponent has submitted their deck list. Alright, we're back for game 3. On the play for game 1, or on the play for the game, I'll keep. We are going to angle towards Ugin or Emrakul. I'm going to say Emrakul. Imprint Ugin, pass. And pass. We'll hold, not that I think it's relevant here. Lab Imprint. Devour. They must have drawn into the Devour since they didn't reveal. Do you have a Mind Stone? That would be unfortunate as it could suggest a Karn on 2. Passing. We'll draw. Flute. Flute naming K command? That's a bit symmetrical is the only thing. Yeah, K command will work. So now we can't K command. I suppose I'll go Underground Mort, Windswept Teeth to Yard, and pass. And pass. Power Plant, Flesh Raker. Like, it taxes their K command as well is the biggest thing. We'll draw. Shifting Wood. We'll play Temple and pass. So we can now K command for 0 just to cycle it. There's Lab. They're keeping up with the amount of mana we're generating. If they have a Karn here, that could be problematic. Swing for 2. Down to 18. I do wonder if I should cycle this K command. Casting Karn. They can now Karn into Liquid Metal Coating. And it's looking more and more like they have it. That Flute Name K command was pretty relevant, unfortunately. So, Local Metal, trigger Flesh. Go to end step. I'll Scrydraw Exile, target the spawn. So spawn will be down, we draw into Devour. Liquid Metal target Mortuary? No, Lab, okay. Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter is not doing a lot here, unfortunately. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're short. Yep, we'll concede. They unfortunately have us in a chokehold. Alright. Well, with that being said, we'll be back for match number 3. Alright, we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. We'll keep. We're going to angle towards this Sire, since that's going to be castable faster than the Emrakul. The Sprawl's pretty dead right now. So Lab, Emrakul, Imprint, Cast Talisman, Temple, Cake Maddox 3 on 2. And likely play Sire after, unless we have some better options. Going into the blinds, we don't know what we're playing against. Still thinking back to that game 2 of last match, wondering if I could have played better. But regardless, we'll go Lab, Imprint, Cast Talisman, and pass. And pass. Stomping Ground tapped. Alright, push. We'll play Temple and pass. Holding up push K command. Stomping Ground, tap start. Could be Eldrazi Ramp. I'm trying to think what else plays Gruul colors. Oh, looks like Eldrazi. Well, could be Broodscale. Rumble. We'll know in a second. It is Broodscale. Okay. Grabs Grove. Push is good here then. Let's go to end step. K command, ramp scry draw. X equals 3. Push Mort. Shifting. I do like the idea of another push. I'm gonna say bottom, top draw, and draw. 2, 3, 4, 7. Could they go Brood into Blade Wind next turn? So they would need 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ugin presents a 2-turn clock, so that's why I'm going to go with Ugin. Ugin plus and draw. Mycospawn will pass. And pass. So now they need to deal with Ugin lest I win. There's the Grove. There's Brood. There's Beseju. Yes. We'll go Mortuary. Ice Till to Yard. 4 types in Yard. Emrakul's out, but that's fine. We now have double push at the ready. So we'll likely just Ugin plus here. Let's Ugin plus another push. In that case, let's go Sprawl. For green, cast Myco. Ugin trigger, no targets, Myco. I will grab for a fetch to Tomb. So Wooded Foothill and pass. Pain cost, Stirrings goes digging, sure. We have 3 of our 4 pushes in hand right now. Ugin represents game. They find Bauble. That actually does stop Ugin, funny enough. Grove. Plays Bauble. Yep. No combat. Go to end step. We'll fetch. go Tomb Shock, push, Brood down, and we'll draw. So here's the funny part. I could still minus the Ugin and get through the Bauble. So we're going to go Temple, Ugin minus. We're going to grab our normal slew of cards. Alright, and done. So we're going to cast Breaker. Breaker will target Bauble. You can crack Bauble if you want, but on Scoop It Up, we'll take the win. Because while the first Breaker will get countered, we will still get the trigger. Let's go to sideboard. So let's go Season Bajuka Bog in Force, Deluge, Endurance. There's a lot that I'd like to bring in here, but we don't have much room. So Bajuka Bog makes sense, because we don't need to worry about instant speed, so I think we can drop Endurance. Push, I think, might be better than Deluge. Thoughtseize, yes. I'd like the Force of Vigor, but I don't know if we can actually bring it in. Thoughtseize actually might not be great here. We can't trim any more 7 mana value spells. And it seems like a bad idea to trim Push. Push is very strong in this matchup. We could theoretically trim a forest. I'm not really thrilled by that prospect. We could trim a green spell. So Sprawl, so 8, 10, 12, 15 counting Devour, and then 17 including Forces. So really 16. So we could trim a green spell, in which case I think I trim either Speaker or Rumble. Let's trim Rumble. No, we'll trim Speaker, run it back. Because, yeah, I think Force of Vigor definitely worth it between Saga, Blade, etc. And speaking of, there's the Force, there's Push. This seems good. We'll keep. We'll hold in case we see Saga. We don't see Saga start, but we do see the Blade start. So I will pass K command. In that case, let's go Wooded Foothill Fetch. We know they run Beseiju, so we will go Forest, Sprawl, Black. And pass. And pass. Stirrings goes digging. Stirring finds Might. Okay. Land. Do you cast Might? You do. So in that case, we don't have the ability to go Force of Vigor. We are short on mana. In that case, how would we like to proceed? We could go Temple, Myco Spawn, go for a fetch, which then gives us access to push, and doesn't rely on the Sprawl or a Talisman. But I think if we go for the Talisman, I think we're still fine. This is 4, 5, down to 4, 5. I guess we also could just hold up K command. We hold up K command instead. We ramp 2 up to 6. Then we can kick Myco and push. We'll go Temple, hold K command. Because, yeah, they could Myco's, or they could go might start. Ghost Stirrings again. Finds Temple. We'll play Temple. Snow Might. So Might will connect. Down to 20. Go to end step. K command. Ramp Scry Draw. And done. Over on Tomb Ghost Quarter. I do like the idea of Ghost Quarter, but I like finding it off of the MTGO. 6, kick. So I'm thinking that I want to be able to hold up push. So Ghost Quarter down, Tomb top, and draw Devour. We can kick MTGO. Yep, so let's do this. I will go kick MTGO. Kick, hit Temple, yield all. Do you have a K command by chance? Looks like you might. I will then grab Ghost Quarter. We'll phase change. Pain cost. There's K command X2. Ramp and Scry draw. 1 top, 1 bottom. I'll then go Tomb Shock and Ghost Quarter target Temple now. Temple out. Grab the forest. We'll pass. We now get to hold up push. And the fact they know about push makes it that much better for us. Because now they're playing with it in mind. Alright. Rumble. Sees Emrakul. Grabs Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Currently short. Plays Beseiju. Targets Sprawl. Yield all. Pain cost. Blade. Magus of the Moon. I will tap for black. Magus seems incorrect here. Push, blade trigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, they're getting there. We'll pass and draw Sire. I'll play Shifting. At this point, just go to combat. Swing for 3, hold up Force. Hold Force, 4 in hand. Soul Guide Lantern, eats K command or Ghost Quarter. Eats Ghost Quarter, that's fine. Broodscale, okay. We'll draw, there's push. I mean, in that case, we don't even need to hold up force, but I think that still might be correct to do so. I'm gonna combat. Opponent's thinking. Attack. Down to 16. Let's hold up Force of Vigor. Land. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, damn it. I pressed too far, too soon. Yep. Down to 17. I've made mistakes. Formidable Speakers, not an answer to my mistakes. We will pass, I suppose. Because the problem is now they'll be able to activate adapt twice. Shit. I can't believe I passed through that accidentally. Hashtag MTGO moment. Misty Rain fetch. Surveil. Yeah, I'm just dead. That's so unfortunate for me. Oh, actually, no, we're fine. I just realized why we're fine. We're okay because we have speaker in hand. We can pitch. Yeah, we can pitch. We're good, we're good, we're good. Adapt. In response. Do I force a vigor here, push speaker, or do I go for push? Push would keep him off of mana generation. Cast push. Blade triggers. Adapt but fails. Hold force. Saga triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Force of Vigor, Saga Blade, Pitch Speaker. One, two, three, four. They're getting very close to Emrakul. 3 types in yard, end step, draw. There's K command. I'm going to go to combat, swing for 3. Let's do some math one more time. 1, 2, 3. So, sorcery, instant kindred. Creature, artifact. Land, enchantment. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short of the Emrakul in hand. So I think going ramp and exile cards from yard is correct. And go K command, Saga. Done. And done. Should have done this on, I guess doing it on end step is not necessary. So yeah, Emrakul, 1 unknown. K command. Yeah, I think Saga's probably the best option here. Keeps him off of Emrakul. We then get to ramp. We could have been in so much of a better position had I played the Force when I was supposed to play the freaking Force. Because we would have still had push in hand at this point and could have threatened that. And I guess then we wouldn't have been able to get rid of the Saga, so give and take. Oh, they still have an instant in yard. I forgot about search. Yeah, I forgot about the Nature's Claim. So they still have an instant. So we only got rid of 2 types instead of 3. And we need to get rid of the K commands. I guess we could only really ever get rid of 2 types based on what I'm seeing. For X equals 3. Yeah. Okay. Still keeps them off of Emrakul, which is what's relevant. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short Emrakul myself. In retrospect, I should have also played the Talisman. We'll pass. The turn that we were holding up the Force Rumble. Sees Brood. That's concerning. 3 types in yard. Chooses Flash Rake. You can cast Flash Rake. Flash Rake's on board. We draw 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll cast Talisman. Let's go to combat. Swing for 3. Down to 9. We then cast Sire and pass and pass. Casting Brood, trigger Flesh. Please don't have a blade. You do not have a blade. We'll draw. There's push. I will cast Talisman. Hold push. Go to combat. We could swing for 10. Sorcery. Land. Instant. Creature. Artifact. I think that's it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Attack with Spawn. Or Sire, attack with Myco Spawn. Then we could push Brood in response to the Adapt, I suppose. Attack with Bow, forcing a block. So they try and ramp to Emrakul. We can push the Brood before the counter goes on so they don't ramp. Right now they're at 10. They'll heat the Myco. Myco's down for types in yard now. They'll go down to 2. And at this point, I will pass. Five, 10, 11. 5. Why adapt now is my question. I'll push the Brood and pass. You can adapt again, but it's mana negative. If I don't scoop it up, we'll take the win. I'm curious why they adapted there, though. Yeah, but I'm curious. Do you know why? He does not. He doesn't know much. You barely know you're alive. But with that being said, we'll be back for match number 4. Alright, and we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. We'll keep. Gonna rumble on 2, devour for acceleration or selection. What are you doing down there, sir? My cat has decided to find the most inconvenient place to lay. Not for him. He seems rather content, but for everyone else. He just decided to lay on, like, random pile of papers. Because that is clearly more comfy than the bed, or the comforter, or the pile of laundry, what have you. Regardless, we'll reveal Devour. We trigger. We find another Rumble. Let's grab a forest here. Go Tomb, Shock, Sprawl, Green, and pass. And pass. Bloodstainmire, fetch 19. Please don't Thoughtseize me. Bloodcrypt Shock 17. Please don't Thoughtseize me. Rip. We've been seized. They take the Rumble. There's no reason not to. So we are top decking here a bit. Maybe I should have taken the second rumble, but hard to say. Rakdos Color Seas effect. Reanimator? I'll play a Forest Pass. They know we drew into the forest, obviously. I guess there's an argument to have not played the forest there. Moon Shadow. Okay, so not Reanimator, Moon Shadow. Looting. Phoenix will trigger Moon Shadow. Okay. Street Race Cycle trigger Moon Shadow. Street Race Cycle trigger Moon Shadow. Okay. Oh, and Hollow One. Hollow One Moon Shadow. So more of a Hollow One deck than a Moon Shadow deck. We will cast Talisman, and we'll pass. Not looking great, as we're likely going to take 10 damage here. Honestly, I might just concede because I don't think we can do much here. I think we're in a pretty unfortunate position. Because, well, okay. So they Phoenix on whatever. Fetch, trigger Moon Shadow. Okay, we're looking at 9 damage now down to 9. I guess, no, not even a Cake Man saves me here. Looting, sure. Cake Man doesn't save me. Micah doesn't save me. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. I guess Push could give me a turn. Push could give me a turn. Another Goyf. Haste it. Methinks we're just dead. That is 15 damage down to 3. Yeah. Yeah. Forest will concede. Alright, let's go to sideboard. Let's see. Hollow One. So I don't think we need Ice Till Quarter. Bajuka Bog, yes. Thoughtseize, no. We could go... Push is still relevant for Moon Shadow and Nethergoyf. There's some argument to like Cage, Deluge, Endurance, and Force, I think. Even Jailer. Push, yes. Like, Ugin's still pretty good here. Force hits. Hollow One and Phoenix, but I think that's pretty narrow, so Force out. Deluge is a decent sweeper. Honestly, I'm thinking we might just go Deluge Push and run it back like this. On the play for game 2, I will keep. So there's an early Deluge, which is nice. We also have the possibility for a kick to Micah on 3. So we're going to go Wooded Foothill, fetch Mortuary. Opponent's thinking on their opening 7 whether or not they want to go into 6. Yes, but or whether or not they want to mulligan. What do you think? Should they mulligan? Now you're silent? Now you don't have an answer? Okay. Opponent does mulligan onto 6. We'll play Wooded Foothill and pass. Yes, we'll pass. Yeah. You make some strange noises, bud. Alright, opponent goes to main. Arid Mesa, fetch 19. So I feel like a Seize on 1. Moon Shadow, sure. We'll go to end step, fetch 19, Surveil. Opponent's thinking. Not sure what about, but they are thinking. It's not like you can stop this, so... grab Underground Mortuary. There's Ugin. We'll keep the Ugin. Because we're going to go Rumble. We could pull Lab, so it opens up the number of potential Myco on 3 casts. Let's go Rumble. Lab Temple gets the Myco, but we might just also go Deluge, depending. Yes, Deluge. Someone's thinking again. I'm not sure what about. I guess they could have a Street Wraith this cycle, but you can do that whenever. Not like that is being interacted with. There's the temple. Unfortunate to see the bog, though. I'm not thrilled about that. I'll grab temple and pass. So depending on what they do here, we could Deluge Sweep. Otherwise, you might just go Myco Kick and try and set up for this Ugin. What say you, opponent? Bloodstained Mire. Fetch, trigger Moonshadow. Down to 16, Swamp. Goes to combat. We'll take 2, down to 17. Okay. Second main. End step. Okay. We'll go Temple, kick Myco. Myco kick goes after Crypt. Double black. Bowmaster? Bowmaster. Push me down to 16. 16 all. I will grab another temple. And we'll pass. And pass. Arena of Glory. We'll take 2 down to 14. End step, draw Speaker. I will kick Myco yet again. Myco kick. Target Arena of Glory or Swamp. Thinking Arena of Glory. Glory down. We'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 4, 5. I wonder if we go Lab, Imprint, Cast Speaker, yes. Lab, Imprint, Forest, Cast Speaker, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We will pitch Speaker. Pitch Speaker, pick up Emrakul. And at that point, I will attack with Myco Spawn. Alright. End step and pass. We have 2 blockers for Moonshadow. If I switch it up, we'll take the win. Yeah, had we thought about that a little bit more critically, I think going for black to take out Seas would have been correct. But we'll take the win. Thinking again about... Still debating on that Force of Vigor, but I don't think so. The other option that I would really seriously consider would be Endurance. But I think Ugin's too strong in this matchup. I think we keep it as is. Because the only thing Ugin can't really dispatch would be Hollow One. That is unfortunately a mulligan. 1 green source and it's a key, but we do not have it. So we mulligan. I can keep it. It's not great, though. We have 8 hits on top. 2 draws. Makes it appealing. I mean, 12 hits. We include Rumble. Sure. Not my favorite, but we'll make it work. We'll pass. So 4 Sprawl black. Then we'll go from there. Well, I guess we could get another look with Fetch Surveil if we're looking specifically for, let's say, Rumble. It's an idea. Nethergoyf. Alright. Go to end step and draw. Push. Okay. So we could push the Nethergoyf. Let's go Windswept Teeth and pass. So now we have push primed. Would be a bit worried about, let's say, a Burning Inquiry. Looting's fine. Yeah, we can go push. There's Inquiry, Swamp, Looting. Surprised they didn't keep the Inquiry. Street Race Cycle, down to 16. Casting... No. Hollow one, unfortunate. Casting Thoughtseize, push, target, first. Windswept Teeth, fetch, 19. Overgrown Tomb, shock, 17. Push, target, Nethergoyf, and pass. Yeah, the hollow one's going to be an issue, though, because we can't deal with that easily right now. So we'll take the Myco spawn, I'd reckon. Myco spawn down, put him down to 14. Passing, go to end step, we'll draw lab. In that case, let's go forest, sprawl for black or for green. We'll go black and pass. And hold just to represent we could have something. Red, looting. A phoenix would be a bit of an issue. Meltdown, Moonshadow. Bloodstained Mire, passing. We'll take 4 down to 13. We need some acceleration here. K command would be great. That is not a K command. We'll go lab, imprint Ugin, hold. Fetch Moonshadow, surveil. So we're looking at 6 damage down to 7. Yep. Meltdown to yard, passing. You could looting here. I'm not sure that'd be a great choice. Mako cycle, trigger Moonshadow. Okay, 7 damage down to 6. That is lethal on board. So they know we don't have anything now. We'll draw, push. So we're not dead yet. Tomb tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we hold push for Moonshadow. Go to end step. We go down to 2. Looting. Resolves. Triggers Moonshadow. Okay. Go to combat. Attack with the team. We'll push target Moonshadow. Moonshadow down. We'll take 2, or take 4 down to 2. We can't play Ugin. We need blockers for a hollow one. Red, bolt, rip. Alright, that's unfortunate. Well, with that being said, we'll be back for match number 5. Alright, we're back for match 5 on the draw for game 1. Pretty solid hand, that we'd like to see a land here off Devour. Reveal Devour, we'll pass. Misty Rain, Devour trigger. Devour finds. There's a forest. We'll take the forest. Land. Print Devour. Cast Talisman and pass. So push is now up. End step. Fetch Surveil. Down to 19. Sure. Surveil. Thundering Falls. Steam Vents to Yard. We'll hold push. Wooded Foothill. Passing. Okay. Drawn to a forest. So we could go Rumble here. I guess we can go Rumble here and still hold push. Let's go Forest, cast Rumble. Rumble sees Temple, Ice Till. I think I'm going to grab the Temple. Yes, we'll go Temple. I'm going to pass and hold. Step fetch 18. Still unclear what we're playing against. It's not Storm. Definitely not Storm. Teamer colors? Hollowed Fountain. It's not Zoo, I wouldn't think. Forest. Alright. We'll draw Sire, play Temple, attempt to kick to Micah while holding up push, though I guess we actually can grab a fetch instead. Yes. Right? Yes. Myco kick. Hit Thundering Falls. Do you have Consign main? Floats red. Resolves. We'll grab a fetch. Hold up push and pass. Oh, it's rhinos. Okay, that's fine. Right? Rhinos? Yeah, cool. We can push rhinos. We can push those. Sure, that's fine. I mean, if we can resolve Cyrus 7 death, we're in a very good position. Any reason to push now? No, because they have force. Wooded Foothill. Go to combat. I guess I should have done that before the attack, but we'll fetch shock. Yes. And push you. I mean, if you have a force, I'm fine if you cast that now. We'll take 8 down to 9, resolve Sire, and that should be GG's. Because I don't see how you get deal of Sire. Paying cost. So fetch. Okay, so I was right about the hard cast force. So I should have done that before they play the land. Should have done it on upkeep. That was a misplay on my part, but it also taps them out. But definitely a misplay on my part, so we should have played that a bit better. There's hardcast force. Force resolved. Do I want to block here? I will block 3. We'll take 5, down to 12. Another push. Play a forest. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will cast Sire. Hold push. You have a subtlety. Doesn't look like it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn we can play Devour. Alright. What say you, opponent? Can you deal Sire? I guess you could Fire Ice it and tap it. But that's not exactly a solution. I don't think you play Sync. Opponent scoop it up, we'll take the win. Okay. So, Crashing Footfalls, win for 1. Let's go to sideboard. We have to assume that they're bringing in Betrayal. So we cut Emrakul, Sire. Bring in Bauble, Jailer. We can probably drop Ghost Quarter, Ice Till. Bring in Thoughtseize, Trinisphere? Because we don't need Force of Vigor. We don't necessarily need Ice Still. I don't think we need Endurance. Toxic Deluge is fine, but I think Push might just be better overall. We could bring in Cage, but I'm not too pressed. So I think we run it back like this. Because if they do go Betrayal, like the best they can probably grab is Breaker. As we cut the big bodies. So now we're just aiming to outvalue. So I imagine the 4 colors are probably the white splash for Tef, would be my guess. Yeah. Teamer colors is normal. The white splash for Teferi. I don't think they play anything else for the white splash. Maybe like some weird world where they play like a high noon on the side. That's about it. We can keep this, yeah. So we can start like this. Reveal 1 Devour. Opponent keeps 7. We'll reveal Devour and pass. Wooded Foothill, passing. Triggered Devour. Lab would be nice, but no such luck. We do find K command, we'll take that. In that case, we'll go Misty Rainforest Pass. I guess there's some argument to play the Temple there, as we could then draw into another Temple or Lab. True. Surveils. Okay. Fire Ice to Yard. Sure. Island. Passing. They also could play Tishana's Tidebinder. I need to be mindful of that. Underground Mort Surveil. Speaking of the Temple. Temple. There's Fire Ice. That resolves. Draw. Play Temple. We'll pass. So now we do have the ability to Cake Manic 0 if they do go for Footfalls, but again, I'm pretty sure they have Betrayal. Stomach Ground Shock 17. Casting Shardless Agent. There's Agent. Footfalls or Betrayal. Agent finds Betrayal. Opponent's going to be quite disappointed. We'll pass in full at this point. You do not have many great choices available to you, friend. Like I said, I think the best option is probably, what do we call it? Breaker. I think that's about it. Do we play around Force? There's Devour. Potential damage on board. Passing Verdant Cat. I'm gonna go Temple. Attempt to resolve Talisman. Do you have a Force in hand? I'll then cast Rumble. Rumble resolves. Take Myco Spawn. And at that point, I'll pass as we can block the Devour with the Spawn. I'll hold, and off chance it's relevant. I guess they could Fire Ice it. Go to combat. Go to blocks. We'll block and pass. We also could go Devour, Exile, Agent. Charmal. Was not expecting the Charmal, I'll be honest. Okay, Charmal resolves. 5 in hand. Another K command. I will cast the Myco Spawn. Yield all, no kick. Grab Temple, play Cat, and pass. Hold K command X1. Charmal's an issue. We need to dispatch that ASAP. Because they'll likely just attack enough to devour Charmal, not the agent. If they attack with all three, we'll try and go K command X1 to then chump the devour. Alright. We'll go to blocks, block devour, take the 4 down to 13. Second main, end step, fetch, 12, tomb tapped. Draw, Fire Ice. Fire Ice, Temple. Yeah, it's fine. We'll draw Forest. Debating whether or not we kick Myco. I'm thinking they know about the K command, at least one. My thought here is that we could kick the Thundering Falls. Actually, probably the Stomping Ground. But at the same time, if we hold back K command, I think that might be better. Let's hold back K command. X equals 2. We'll go Temple. K commands are primed. We can again jump to Devour, and then Devour the Charmal. Go to their turn. Alright, and from here we will K command Ramp and Scry Draw. See if you have a force in hand. Done. Show me the hardcast force. Otherwise, we'll eat the Charlotte's Agent, chump the Devour. There's the hardcast force. Go to blocks, take 6 down to 6. End step, draw Windswept Teeth. Let's start with Devour. So Devour, target Charmal, yield all. Charmal's down, 6 in hand, Subtlety, pitching Agent, 4 in hand. I will put Devour on top or bottom. We'll put it on top. Play the Windswept Teeth and pass. 4 in hand. You have another K command that they don't know about. In K command X1, block the Devour. We die to a force and I believe Fire Ice. Go to attacks. Attack with both. Yep. We're going to fetch down to 5. Forest. K command, Ramp Scry Draw. I mistapped there somewhere. There we go. Do you have a force? You do not. So I go bottom, top draw. 1, 7, 4. Go to blocks. So we'll go to blocks, block, and block. Alright, second main. Our last temple's in yard, so we can't kick. Unless we get a land, I suppose, in which case then we can. Breeding Pool Shock, 15. Casting Charmal. Charmal hits Temple, so we definitely can't kick now. Casting Besage. Murktide, was not expecting that. Okay. Go to end step, draw. Ugin. Shit. If they hadn't got rid of a land, we could have went Ugin into Myko, but that's not an option now. We can Devour, take out Merc. So I guess... Okay, we actually can do... We can still make this work. So we're going to cast Myko. Right? Cast Myko. Exile or Devour. Exile. We have 2 blockers. Yes. Cast. Trigger. Lab. Imprint. Cast. I guess we could have technically went Ugin. Devour, Exile. We'll pass. Next turn we can go Ugin. Fire Ice kills me. Pain cost. Outburst also kills me. Damn. Because now they can go Charmaw. Should I have went Ugin? If I would have went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we still win 1 short. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. So we die to the Charmaw. Yep, okay. Yeah, the second Charmaw definitely hurt there. Knowing Charmaw, we bring back in Ice Till. We know Betrayal. Question is whether or not they keep in Betrayal, right? So we can bring back in Ice Till. I wonder if we bring in Bajuka Bog for Murktide. That's a potential. Honestly, what I might do is I might split push Ice Till and run it back like this. Yeah, let's do that. On the play for game 3, I will keep. So I'll go Woodfit Hill, Forest Sprawl, Black. Then we have 8 hits for Mike or Ice Till on 2. We get to hold up push and try and accelerate into Ugin, while being mindful of force, of course. I still have another potential pull for them, but that's okay. One's thinking on their 6. Do you go down to 5 opponent? I can't imagine this deck mulligans well. Forest is definitely a bit of an issue. Oh, I guess we don't have a turn 2 play. So, like, we have, let's see, what are our hits right now? Temple, Lab, Rumble. So we have 12 hits right now. And 1 draw. Yeah. Otherwise, a land will do for an Ice Tail on 3. It's not ideal, but it's an option. Opponent's thinking hard, though, on these 6. I wonder what they could be. Alright. Well, we'll pause recording here. Our opponent continues to think, and we'll be back. Alright, and we're back. We'll go Wooded Foothill, fetch for a forest. See, on one hand, I'm tempted to go Overgrown Tomb, Shock, Sprawl, but then we are at risk of getting Besaged, is my concern there. I think Forest Sprawl is correct for black. Opponent might punish me, though. That also cuts off some lines, I suppose, for Ice Till on 2 if we drew into Lab. You know, we'll go Tomb Shock and then Sprawl Green. Yeah. I'll risk the Beseiju. At least this way, we then have the black source in case of force, which would be quite unfortunate for us, to be fair, because we do need this acceleration in some way, shape, or form. So let's go Tomb Shock, down to 17. Sprawl. Do you has a force? You do not. We'll go green, and pass, and pass. Misty Rain. Passing, Temple. So we'll go Temple, Myco, Yield All. You have a Fetch and Yard, though there's some... We don't need to go Fetch. No, we do not. So we're going to go Temple here. Though I guess we do need to play around Charma a little bit, but we have the Ice Till pocketed. So I think we just go Temple after all. We'll go Temple. It gives us more options next turn. We'll pass. Though, I do suppose Fire Ice would be quite unfortunate for the Ice Tail next turn, because we wouldn't be able to cast it then. Maybe going to fetch wouldn't be a bad idea after all. Actually. There's a forest. I feel like we're going to get hit by Fire Ice. We'll pass. Draw. Yeah, I should have played around Fire Ice. That's so unfortunate. Oh, it's Snubble. That's fine. We're good. Yeah. K command. Play Shifting. And cast Ice Till. You has Subtlety. Otherwise, I'll pick up Wooded Foothill, hold push. There's Subtlety, pitching Force. Okay. We'll keep Ice Till on top. On top. Go to combat, swing for 3, and pass, and pass. Misty Rain, fetch 15. Island. You still have Blood Moon. Oof. That is actually unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Was not expecting Blood Moon in the Crashing Footfall deck. Ooh. That is really bad, actually. I guess prepare for the Beseiju, not for Blood Moon. There's the Agent. Agent finds Footfalls. I'm in trouble now. Draw Myco. Myco's dead. We'll pass. Ooh, no. I mean, even if you had held up Cake Command, that would have been really good into the moon. Shit. We'll take 8 down to 9. Yeah, Blood Moon in Footfall decks confuse me. It worked out here, but it confuses me. I will play Talisman. Hope you don't have a force. This gives us a push. No shot. You have the... No, I guess you can't. You only have 1 blue. Oh, shoot. Seriously? We'll pass. That's really bad. We'll pass. Go down to 1? Die to Fire Ice? Blood Moon number 2 is fine. Breaker doesn't cut it. We concede. Yeah, was not expecting the Blood Moon. Man, if we had gone Forest instead, this game would have been so much different. I guess we would have went Forest Black, though, but it still would have given us the Myco spawn. Unfortunate, but nothing can be done, so we'll concede. Interesting. Very interesting. Should I play it around the Blood Moon? Maybe. It may have been the right call to do so. Like, I just was not expecting it. Like, even if I try and find a Crashing Footfalls list, do they actually play Blood Moon pretty consistently? When I even considered them bringing it in against Eldrazi ramp? Like, Tron, sure. Hell, even Broodscale? But, like, E-ramp seems questionable. Not seeing much in the way of Footfalls. No, I don't think there is a Footfalls list currently on Goldfish. Alright. Well, not much can be done about that, I suppose. If you're not expecting the Blood Moon, then you can't exactly play around the Blood Moon. I was more expecting... whatchamacallit? More expecting... the Charmaw, which, to be fair, I probably could have played around and played around the Fire Ice as well. Granted that they had Fire Ice the Tomb instead. So that may have been the right call. Would have played around the Charmaw, would have played around the Fire Ice, would have given us the Ice Tail regardless. And it would have inevitably played around the Blood Moon as well. So I think we could have played around that twofold by A, going to Forest on 1, which is questionable, but definitely going for the fetch for the Myco. Yeah. I think that probably would have been the best play, because again, it would have played around the Fire Ice, and would have been able to play around the Blood Moon as well, and the Charmaw. Unfortunate. Overall, some solid matches. Push definitely putting in a lot of work. I definitely liked Push. I liked Endurance of the Goryo's matchup. Liked Push into the Broodscale matchup. Push into the Crashing Footfalls, of course, was fine. I think we just made some misplays here and there that cost us, but overall, felt solid despite the 2-3 record. I definitely want to give a little bit more testing and just kind of feel out which version is correct, but Golgari definitely seems promising, I think. But with that being said, that there will be the end of today's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button, comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, mistakes that I made, or any general feedback be much appreciated. For as much that I hope you'll learn from me in both my success and failure, I hope I can learn from you all as well. If you reached the point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. However, if you'd like to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find out when I go live by heading over to my socials or joining my Discord server so you can be notified. Otherwise, you can head to my Patreon where you can find these videos ad-free and early. With that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!